done with.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition? Bone face.
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself, you.
Would you rather have the brand new PS5 or a weekend with these three lovely ladies and you do anything you want with them?
Wait, anything with them?
Like anything.
A whole weekend?
A whole weekend.
Damn, but the PS5 though, like it just dropped.
I know.
Ah, damn, y'all beautiful though, but
Hold on, what'd you say?
PS5 or us?
Oh,
bro, y'all beautiful, but I had a PlayStation 4 for 4 years, but I need a PS5.
Oh, God.
My nigga.
Y'all, so this dude came in my DM yesterday. He was like, "You're pretty, I'm trying to get to know you." He literally sent me $1,000 just to get to know me. And y'all literally sit here and think I'm gonna get to know y'all for free when somebody just paid me $1K for him to get to know me? Be so for real.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not. No.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I got a question for you. Do you have car insurance?
100%. No reason.
All right. Do you have homeowners insurance?
100%.
Do you have life insurance?
100%.
Do you have medical insurance?
100%.
Did you get tired of your insurance agent talking about the possibilities of you losing your life and being rewarded? Hold on for a second. I know, but don't be a butt person. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You have insurances. Although it's a very uncomfortable situation, and life insurance people who sell it tend to be scumbags. They tend to be looked at as scumbags. Like, I don't want to have this conversation about me dying, but you surely will die. So you better have the conversation. The reality is, yes, it's a very tough conversation. I have to spend a lot of time talking about it. It's very difficult. However, there needs to be some insurance, and there's no insurance, and so we must talk about it.
He ain't lying.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, "Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you." She said, "Okay, I think I can take it." So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
Mike, see what you've done? I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are, but you may want to start changing your ways or changing your name.
I know this person. No, it's just so hilarious. People in Albuquerque, right?
It's an evil world we live in.
see what you look like under the mask. Like, why are you hiding your face?
I'm hiding my face for the same reason you're wearing makeup.
No way, boy. No way, boy.
No. No, wait.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Oh, I love reading Rainbow. Butterfly in the sky. Come on. I can go twice as high.
Let's get it on.
Take a look.
Nigga. My nigga.
Reading Rainbow.
You think it's a game?
I can go anywhere.
Suck my dick. My nigga.
Nigga. Something's wrong with reading Rainbow.
This is a sick Negro.
Thanks for all your help. Bye-bye, Tanja. Bye-bye.
Interview where I said that I had 2,000 bodies.
Diamond bodies. Diamond
yeah. Look, he said, damn.
I mean, I ain't I'm going to ask you about this in a second. But,
so, like I said, back before I got on Baddies, you know, I'm a clout chaser. I would say things to go viral. You know, they went really viral.
Yeah,
it was great.
Then you said 3,000. She said
3,000. I just kept
going
up. The more attention I got, the more numbers went up. I'm like, oh,
so you
shit.
lied.
Okay,
So you
3,000. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely lied.
It was when I heard it, I'm like, because I used to dance too.
Yeah.
Right. So I heard your whole explanation, but I'm like, no, that's just too many. The math ain't math.
And I feel like some people, but it was such a topic of
and you were like in your 20s. I'm like,
so
the math ain't math.
Like,
so if y'all really believe this, then y'all not as smart as y'all think y'all are.
But you know what's so funny is my best friend told me to say that. Because
is she still your best friend?
Yes.
Okay.
So she was like, when the guy asked a question, I was like, you know, I said some number. She was like, no. Say 2,000. I was like, what? Yeah. She's like, it's gonna go viral. I'm telling you, like that's an outrageous number.
Yeah. Clickbait.
So absolutely, I said it, and it did go viral. And you know, it is what it is. But that's the most thing I haven't explained to people. They'd be like, you really got 2,000?
Yeah.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Fellas, got a question for you. Well, I guess I'm gonna give you a backstory and then I'm gonna give you a question. I know someone that is in a relationship, right? And they have been together for a while, right? But then you know how you think you know somebody's past, and they didn't really know each other past. They kind of got into a relationship really, really quick. And really, you know, some people don't want to know about your past sexual experiences, and some people do, you know, and some people are like, what happened before me happened before me. So that's what their attitude was before, you know, they got in a relationship. And after they got in a relationship, it wasn't until recently they started talking about their past relationships. So, you know, of course, or past things they've done sexually. So, you know, the girl in the relationship asked the guy, listen, have you ever had a threesome? Not threesome. Have you ever ran a train on a female? And the fella said, hell yeah, me and my boys used to have done it at least, you know, once or twice in a day when I was younger, right? And she said, well, how did you enjoy it? And he said, I liked it. You know what I'm saying? It was fun. So in turn, he asked her, have you ever had a train ran on you? And she says, yeah, I've had it done maybe 3 times. And it was just something that I did that I enjoyed, you know. And so when he told her that he's ran a train on a woman, or has had ran a couple of trains on women, he had no problem. She had no problem with it. But once she told him that she's had a couple of trains ran on her, he is completely turned off. Now, fellas, I want to know, is that a double standard? You know, to me, I know how I look at it, but I want to know how you view it. If you are in a relationship with a girl and she asks you, have you ever ran a train on a female, and you say, yeah, and you know, you turn around and ask her and she say, yes, I've had trains ran on me and I enjoyed it. And it's the same thing, right? Or is it different when it comes to males running trains versus females getting trains ran on them?
Shut up, bitch.
Whoa. Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. So, yo, I also want to hear what the rest of you had to say real quick. Hold up.
And could you still be in a relationship with her? Because in this case, the guy's completely turned off and he don't even want to be in a relationship with her anymore. Let me know what you would do or how you feel in the comments.
Yo, you know what? They always be telling on themselves, don't they? So, yo, what's up, y'all? It's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Yo, I got I'm just setting the precedent because, you know, we're going to talk about this Kanye and this McDonald's slasher situation. You know, but I'm just setting the precedent because these women are very sexual with themselves, and then they claim that they're being abused.
However you want me to be. However old you want me to be. I'm just kidding. I'm 18.
How long was your last relationship?
I don't do relationships.
So you've been single your whole life?
I be fucking with people, but I don't be locked in. I got commitment issues for real. Like, I like multiple instead of one.
So you're polyamorous?
No, she be cheating. I just cheat.
You ever sleep with more than one of them in the same day?
I don't date anybody, but not in the same day. That's a little dirty, but maybe in the same week. Not the same day.
You never did it in the same week.
Have I ever?
No, you have not done it in the same week. That's actually dirty. You have not done it.
Okay, not the same week. Maybe like 2 weeks and then 2 weeks in between.
You didn't know, like months.
Who was the last guy?
You never did this 2 months.
Okay, a month in between. So at least 2 months.
Yeah, it's never been in the same.
Right?
Yes.
2 months.
So you don't think living like this stops you from wanting to even settle down later on in life?
Maybe later on, but I'm young and turnt right now, so what's stopping me right now? Who gonna remember this shit?
Now, hey, yo, these are the chicks that your boy, Dr. Umar, wants you to marry up, bro.
You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
What's up, y'all? It's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. You know, I do apologize for starting the show off a little late, but I had to make sure everybody was here, you dig? You know what I'm saying? I ain't no cheap date. Now, of course, we got Sky Daddy 444 in the building. He says, we in the building, Mr. West, the real West, Cali West, let's cook. Yes, the righteous fear is in the building. Yeah. We also got Jay Flo. He says, salute Cali West in the chat. He says, Jam City all day. Yes, sir. You already know. Matter of fact, I was working on something a little earlier, but it didn't happen. But hey, Jam City.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more. I wouldn't do that to you.
Yo.
I would not rush.
Man.
Dick up in you at one time.
Oh, wow.
Take it easy on. She said, okay, I think I can.
Yeah, anyway. So we got, of course, my boy, Jay Flo says, you think it's a game? Arf. For real, for real. XL Pro says, share. He says, like, share, and subscribe, and PayPal. Oh. He meant, what he really meant was, what he really meant was like, share, subscribe, Cash App, $ Cali West 1. Hey yo, you know what's so funny? I jumped on Red Supreme show a couple times. So salute to Red Supreme. I think he's from LA, right? Sky Daddy, so yeah. So once again though, you know what I'm saying, salute. I appreciate you, G. Oh, okay. Maybe I should have monitor 2 up. That'll probably make me go through these chats a little faster. Let's see here. Now, of course, you know, the show must go on. Sky Daddy 444 says womb donors at best. Hey, you already know, boy.
My nigga.
Now, yeah, what else we got here? XL Pro, you know what I'm saying, coming with a jam and ram. And then J-Lock says, I remember this chick, LOL. Do you mean who? The McDonald's slasher? Are we talking about the McDonald's slasher? Let me know, brother. If we talk about the McDonald's slasher. Because that would be some, you know, I would like to hear from somebody who knows her.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
That would be actually pretty dope. That would be pretty dope. A matter of fact, yeah, J-Lock says the lady you just played, the lady just played. Oh, oh yeah, well, I mean, she's on YouTube. Oh, yeah, no doubt. She's actually on YouTube. Yeah. Okay. I thought you was talking about the McDonald's slasher. I was gonna say, that's crazy because this shirt is actually like army green, but it comes out brown on this. Might have to mess with the colors a little bit. But anyway, y'all ain't here for the colors. Y'all here to hear your boy Cali West talk his shit. So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know what's old girl's name. I actually forgot. You know, so funny. I knew her name, but not really. I think I had it written down, but I forgot. But she around. Somebody know her name. And, you know, anybody else know her name in the chat? Go ahead and tell J Lock. J Flo says salute at XL Pro. Yeah. Matter of fact, okay. So, you know, with that being said, we 19 minutes in. I know I kind of gave y'all a lot of little fluff to watch. So it's gonna go to the main event. You feel me? I feel like there's enough people in here now. I didn't really post this on Facebook like that, but hey, it is what it is. Hey, we got our righteous fear brothers in the house. So I guess that's all I need for tonight. and everybody else could tune in, in the meantime, right? Now, with that being said, so yeah, let's pull this article and talk about Kanye. Now, of course, I've gone over this case before, like a few months ago. But what's ironic is at first, the lady came with a little weak case. She was like, "Oh, he sexually harassed me, and oh, he did this, and oh, he did that," right? But I guess with the whole little Diddy trial, and we had the Frico case and all that. I guess maybe people are just kind of sick of the fraud, and I don't know if her and her attorneys know this. But long story short is now she's coming now saying now that basically Kanye, basically there was a little bit more that happened other than what she just first said. All right. So we already know, the fix is in. She's trying to, the fix is definitely in. We could definitely tell, bro. Can we?
Holy Jesus. What is
Mm-hmm.
that? What the fuck is that?
You already know, bro.
Emotional damage.
They're going for the juggler. But anyway, so, but luckily enough, my boy Yee, he responds, right? So yeah, so my boy Yee responds, and and guess what? And he's as he should. Kanye West, he's too much of a he's not gonna just go take this. What I'm saying, he gonna take this line down. Shit, this situation might be all kind of stemming from the fact that all that shit he been kind of saying about people with little hats. But hey, well, we all know that now they're trying to come for Yeezy. That's how they work in this industry. But anyway, Kanye West does come, like I said, he's not gonna take a laying down, and Kanye has something to say. So let's see here what he had to say. Let's pull it up. Just so y'all can see, I am reading this from, I think it's America Online. I mean, they ain't selling no internet alone, so it only makes sense that they're gonna start writing articles and stuff. You feel me? But where is it at? So boom. And this is actually kind of breaking news, actually. Kanye West breaks silence on sexual assault allegations and bombshell lawsuit. And now, of course, it says Kanye West breaks silence on sexual allegations and bombshell lawsuit originally appeared on Parade. Now it says Kanye West broke his silence on sexual assault and sex trafficking allegations made by his former assistant, Lauren Piscata. Now, on Sunday, July 13th, the Donda rapper 48 spoke out against the claims via a Yeezy spokesperson. Okay. Now, of course, let's see here. Now it says, in a statement shared with the Daily Mail, the rep noted that the lawsuit is the fourth version she has advanced against West. Aye. As he should. Yeah, as he should. That he should actually state this. And salute to Yeezy for for speaking against this bullshit. So salute to Yeezy.
My nigga.
Yeah, we're not going to let people just get away with assassinating one's character and just be able to just kind of move on about their life. I truly believe, but at least, it wasn't like Diddy where he had people going against him and the public didn't even know who they were, right? That was a little messed up. They was really trying to do him in. Now, Sky Daddy 444 says no victims, only volunteers. Facts. Because I'll just say this much: if she was look, if her or Cassie or anybody was a victim, why didn't they just call the police? Why didn't they call the police the first time? Why didn't they call the police a little bit after that? It's only after things enter. unfavorable for them is when they file a lawsuit. Now, yeah, let's see here. What else does Easy say about this situation? He then says, and I quote, each version contradicts the other. Each is more absurd and outlandish than the previous claims combined, the rep shared. Does Mrs. Pescada actually believe her confabulations? We cannot know, but this breathless new installment of the fantasy fiction discredits all past, present, and future testimonies. Hey, you know what? I agree, bro. I totally agree.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
They continue. We stand to ready and annihilate Mrs. Pescada's tall tales before a jury. And it's an narration so inevitable that even she, lost in her fog of fantasy, must surely see it coming. Meanwhile, Yeezy's representative Milo Yiannopoulos also spoke on Pescada's allegations, which included battery, kidnapping, and rape and false imprisonment. She picked the one rather who loves violence, has never been arrested, and doesn't even own a gun, he noted. Now, of course, it says Pescada's attorney, Lisa Bloom, told Daily Mail, while Kanye West publicist has come up with a slicky word and an outrageous false and defamatory attack against Miss Pescada, Kanye West himself has publicly admitted much of what she is claiming. Oh, really? Bloom added, Kanye's publicist is deafening silent on Kanye's own admission, which will destroy him in court. We look forward to seeing him where he cannot hide behind his high-priced team. Since on July 8th, Pescada fled an amended complaint, her second against Kanye, expanding upon her original 2024 filing per People. She claimed the rapper attempted to vaginally penetrate Mrs. Pescada with his fingers and orally raped her without consent while employed by him, amongst other allegations. Pescada worked for West in 2021 until she was fired in 2022. Interesting. Parade reached out to West reps but did not immediately hear back. So it's convenient. The bitch didn't do a good job. Now she want to go sue the man for his money.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Nasty bitch.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's just crazy how just people just fabricating reasons to. You know what's crazy? The reason why I don't believe her is because there was no criminal case. Hey, if you're a white woman or Spanish woman, y'all could call a brother police on a brother quick, and they could get to the bottom of it. But guess what? You know damn well you wasn't going to report him for no rape that never happened. Because guess what? They're going to perform a rape kit. And if there's nothing that shows that it was forced or anything like that, right? And guess what? Your ass is assed out. So guess what? They can really make sure to never press these criminal charges and get this rapist off the street. But they're more than worried. But guess what? You know what fixed everything? No, the rapist could still be on the street. But guess what? As long as their bank account is okay, then it's all right. Shouldn't they have a duty to get this rapist off the street if he's so bad? But yo, man, everybody can see through this bitch, bro.
It's an evil world we live in.
Everybody can see through this shit, man. And we all know this is all a fabrication, bro. Straight up.
Stop the cap.
Now, yeah, so we got through the main event really quick. But yeah, man, I don't believe it. I don't believe it one bit. I don't believe it one bit. Now, why? Now, of course, we all know that, with these industry cats, these women are, shit. Hey, as far as I'm concerned, she probably threw herself at him. She probably dropped down on her knees and bossed him up. You feel me? Remember, he is the boss. So, we're not gonna act like, people are not attracted to people of authority or people of riches and finance. But yeah, I guess this is a lesson, y'all. We just need to just go ahead and leave. We're just gonna have to leave co-workers and people who work for us alone. I know it's tempting because I ain't gonna lie, it'd be tempting. But when you're someone superior, because at the same time, like we said, we all know that women are not getting married. Like we're going through a simp pandemic. Men cannot afford to just marry these chicks anymore. So guess what? They're finding the next best thing, which is sue the shit out of a rich ninja. You feel me? Unfortunately, there are, women are essentially the titans. They're the titans of the dating scene. They only got so many plagues. Now, let's see here what I got. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Now, 17th and 0 says, I appreciate you for checking in, G. He says, you're right. They never go to the police. Yeah, they never go to the police. I said the only time they actually went to go to the police was the whole Cassie situation. And that's only because she felt like, when she sees things, I keep on telling y'all, as soon as she got her money and she didn't feel any better, because the truth is, she wasn't hurt Diddy. That's the whole reason why she even tried to get the man locked up for the rest of his life. She wants to hurt Diddy. And Sky Daddy kind of mentioned this today too. He kind of said that, one of the reasons why, she probably, did that to him was because he basically ruined her, used her youth. And I would say that I actually agree with that sentiment. But, I partially disagree with that sentiment. I would say that, yes, she did use her youthful years, a lot of her time that she could have been with somebody else, and she did choose to be with, Diddy. And yeah, maybe, Diddy didn't give her what she wanted. But I would argue that, that might be kind of partially on Cassie's fault. All right, here's the thing. It's like, okay, I'm just saying, like, I know it's kind of hard to to kind of put yourself in Diddy's position because, y'all ain't gay and, y'all don't, y'all like women and stuff. I get that. But just for, all right, here's the thing. At least we all know that Diddy still likes girls, whether he does like dudes or not, right? Just think about it. Just on, let's just say you're a freak, right? Or let's just say you're into the swinger lifestyle or you're, you don't mind sharing people, right? Okay. Maybe, but I'll argue that maybe Diddy didn't marry up Cassie because he let her sleep with other men and she still cheated on the man. Think about it. Think about that, y'all. Like, yo, think about it. She had a hall pass to go get her freak on and she still cheated on Diddy.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
So if she didn't end up with it, she didn't end up with it. Because here's the thing, y'all. Diddy got 9 kids. If she didn't end up with a Diddy baby, that's her fault. Am I wrong? If she didn't end up with a Diddy baby, that's her fault. That's her bad. You feel me? That's her bad. Because hey, she could have made sure she got pregnant off of Diddy or something like that. But guess what? Somehow it didn't happen. And we all know these chicks, end up getting knocked up by them. They end up getting knocked up by dudes anyway. So, but guess what? She somehow ended up finding herself fucking Kid Cudi and fucking the workout trainer. And not only that, she ended up marrying the wedding gym trainer. So what does that say about her? That she's totally disloyal anyway. So guess what? I truly believe that it's not even so much that Diddy wasted her youth. She just wasted her youth because she proved herself the day that she met Diddy that she wasn't really anyone to really trust because she broke up with one producer and got with Diddy in the first place. Cheated on Diddy with Kid Cudi. And then essentially, she essentially cheated on Kid Cudi with Diddy. Make that make sense. Now, Skydaddy 444 says the system is a real issue. They allow BS cases to even make it this far. The better question is who is they plot thinkers? Well, Kanye West said a lot of disparaging things about people with little hats. So it could be possibly stem for that. Someone could have pushed them. Someone could have paid her to maybe say something. Because think about it, Kanye didn't really have much trouble until after he said that, So that could be part of it. 17th and L says, I think I see, he says, I think seeing Carisha Young Miami having a music career, a talk show, and becoming a reality star drove her, and then she wanted revenge. Oh, that is part of it. Remember, he got the Asian chick pregnant, and now he got matter of fact, I think Diddy might have 10 children now. They might just be, because I don't know, they might not include the baby, but he definitely has 9 children. But yeah, hell yeah. There's a combination of everything. That he became a millionaire, in the news. And also, too, I would even argue that the reason why this case even came up is because he was trying to sue Casamigos. Now, 17 Mil says then, and in between that, Puff and his son was smashing Lori Harvey, and she was getting broke off. Facts. Facts. And then he was walking around with her in South Beach and stuff, or walking around with her in Star Island and then in Brickell and all that stuff, bro. Facts. Mm-hmm. For real. Hey, no cap. No cap.
Thanks for all your help. Bye-bye, Tanja. Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm. Hey, hell have no fury like a woman scorned. Mr. O with the info. He comes through. What up, G? I seen you had a little panel earlier. Were you on someone else's show? Now, Sky Daddy says, make brothels great again. Hey, I know that's right. They need to do something.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
Hey, well, shit, they definitely do need to make brothels great again. I definitely would definitely be taking part of that.
You ain't lying.
No cap.
But don't tell nobody.
Sky 17 L said Cassie got no career and hasn't in 15 years. Well, let's just be real. She don't really have that much talent. It's like someone could know how to sing. Like, for example, she wasn't a terrible singer. And some people could sing, some people could even look good because she was fine. I probably would have raw dogged her too if I was one of them Diddy dancers. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But sometimes you just don't have it, man. Sometimes you don't have the spunk for it. Sometimes you have the looks and maybe you can have a little talent, but you just don't have it. I don't know. Like people just wasn't feeling her. I'm sorry. Like if you're a bad boy and you don't blow up, that's on you. Now, 17 to know says she was relegated to being a freak off beach and nothing more for 250 G's a month, and nobody cared about her. Damn, she got 250 G's a month. Did she get that much? That's a lot of money. She got a lot of that. She got that much. Then what she suing Diddy for? Because that means that she was essentially could have been a millionaire already. I don't know. I don't think she got that much. I don't think you might have added an extra zero to that. 250 G's. You know what I'm saying? You know, I could probably believe 25 G's. You know what I'm saying? She got a fancy ass apartment. You know what I'm saying? Nice car, but I don't think she was getting $250,000. She definitely wasn't getting $250,000. I don't think anyone would afford $250,000 to give a girl $250,000 a month. Not even Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk. And these guys are like the richest people in the world. But I get it. I told you I get it. I get it. Now, have y'all heard about the situation with this McDonald's slasher? I don't know if y'all know anything about this McDonald's slasher situation. But I could just play a couple videos as it's been going around on the internet. I don't know if y'all heard. Have y'all heard about the McDonald's slasher? Okay. If I didn't hear about the McDonald's slasher, maybe it's my time and opportunity to talk about it now. Okay, let's talk about it. The second main event. Well, let's see here. There's a couple things I want to share about this situation. Oh, 17 said she couldn't sing, dance, write music, and she spent millions of dollars. Well, yeah. And she wasn't loyal. She really was good for nothing. Hey, real talk. She really was good for nothing.
Emotional damage.
Now, where is the thing that I wanted to show y'all about this lady? Oh, I guess I have to pull it up on the internet myself. Yeah. Let's see here. Shout out to the Righteous Fear. Everybody, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you're feeling this shit. I really appreciate y'all. And I appreciate y'all patience. For real. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, what is that? Ooh. Uh-oh. Don't want to drop that. Oh, okay. So I don't know if y'all heard about this, but if not, y'all about to learn today. So the Detroit Free Press expresses mother of 6 deleted in stabbing at East Point McDonald's as worker faces red rum charges. Sheesh.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
He ain't lying.
Now it says here, I don't know if y'all heard about it, but like I said, your boy about to tell y'all about it now. Mother of 6 killed in deletion. So okay, you know what? I guess it's a good opportunity to come on a little video real quick. Here we go. Uh-oh.
I'm ML Elric, on-guard government watchdog columnist at the Detroit Free Press. One of the candidates for mayor of Detroit, while serving on city council, voted for some contracts that got them in trouble with the Board of Ethics after they took a job with a nonprofit.
But if you want a mayor who is committed to this city and will
Well, that's not what I wanted to show. So I guess I'll bring my ass back on the screen. Now, 17 else says, I just heard about the McDonald's slasher on Cashflow Harlem channel. Oh, okay. Is Cashflow a Righteous Fear watcher? Hopefully he showed, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you screaming Cali West Miami in this chat too, you dig? You know what I mean? Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Now, 17 and 0 says, Ish was sad that Broad was sick and demonic. She was into some sick Ish. Well, yeah, no lie, she was a little bit of a weirdo, though, no cap. She was a weirdo, no cap.
Here we go, CSI.
Well, we're gonna examine her weirdonism. We're gonna talk about it right now. 17 says that reminds me of that situation a year or two, where this manager from Walmart ran in the break room and started capping all her employees. What? Hell no. I never heard about that. That's terrible.
Emotional damage.
Well, you see, the real problem is niggerism. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
So bullshit. All of it.
And Walmart don't even pay that much, bro. I used to work at Walmart. Walmart don't even pay that much, bro. Yo, when I was working at Walmart, I was doing that part-time, but they was giving me like 30 hours a week. I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of okay to get a check. It wasn't the hardest job in the world, but definitely not worth getting Swiss cheesed up, bro. Not over that. That's crazy. That's really insane. 17 says, my bad about the other channel mention. It's all good, you know. I know you didn't mean it in that, in that way, so it's all good, bro. He says, I meant his employees. Damn, that's crazy, man. That's sad. Because what the fuck did his employees do to him? Like, it's not like your employees, here's the thing. Your employees can't really get you in trouble. So damn. That's sad. That's sad. Was it a brother? That's terrible. That's terrible, bro. That's messed up, man. Like, them people was they were just trying to make it, most of them people, some of them people were just working that job because they didn't have no other place to go. Because best believe, I wouldn't have worked at that job at Walmart if I didn't have to, if I didn't need the extra cash flow. But damn, it gets snuffed out. Okay, so let's read this Detroit news thing real quick, y'all. It says Harris, who worked for the location for 15 years, allegedly sent Muhammad home before her shift ended. The prosecutor office said. Now, I must say this, y'all. I must say this because it has to be addressed. Look, we could talk about who was right, who was wrong. Should she have did this? Should she have did that? That's neither here nor there. The bottom line is the fact that you do not mess with someone's money, bro. Y'all, you do not play with someone's money. Unfortunately, she was playing with somebody's money and she got, you know what I'm saying? When you come with that bullshit, you're going to get the horns. And essentially, she got them horns. I mean, the bitch look on because when I show y'all these pictures of this bitch, the bitch look kind of crazy. Like, why are you messing with her money? Like, people who work at McDonald's, they're desperate, okay? They will probably, like, you know how old girls talk about, oh, Kanye West forced himself on her? Read this. The McDonald's workers, employees will essentially force themselves on a manager just to make sure they get hours. They're desperate. So she sent her home to the end of her shift. That probably had her heated. You know what I'm saying? That's probably her last check of the pay period or something. Now, let's see here. It says East Point detectives Lieutenant Alex Hollish told the Free Press Muhammad said, "I'll be back," before later returning to McDonald's wearing a mask. Entering through the employee entrance and allegedly giving Harris the chop suey multiple times with a weapon. A customer at the drive-thru who was lawfully carrying a concealed weapon witnessed the attack and fired his gun in an attempt to stop the court to police and prosecutors. Muhammad fled to her vehicle where customers followed her and held her at gunpoint until East Point police arrived and arrested her. And I quote, "This is an absolutely senseless and heartbreaking tragedy. A life was taken in the act of unimaginable violence," Lucido said in a statement. The victim leaves behind 6 children, 6 young lives that would not grow up without a parent. This isn't just a statistic. This is a family shattered, a future forever altered, bruh. Damn, bro. That's actually true. Now, Muhammad stood mute as a plea of not guilty was entered during her arraignment according to online courts. Muhammad's bond was set at $25 million cash for surety only. If posted, she would be required to wear a steel cuff tether, report to daily community corrections, abstain from drugs and alcohol with testing, and have no contact with the victim's family, and stay away from McDonald's, the prosecutor said. She's currently being held in McCobb County Jail. Yeah, man, ain't nobody gonna bail her out. Yeah, nobody gonna bail her out, bro.
I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
Yeah, that's probably the reason why she ended up slashing old girl, because she was fucking her money.
He ain't lying.
Yeah, man. Old girl, she could have had some issues, and everybody got their own personal issues, but I really believe that she had to do what she had to do. You know what I'm saying, as far as making money. And when old girl probably talk about, go home for the day, that probably pissed her the fuck off. Now, of course, let's see here. Sentinel says, he said, or in Charmeet, where this broad went to Charmeet Walmart and got to clicking. Sheesh. On her baby daddy. Damn. These days, I wouldn't tell nobody where I work at. Facts. I don't tell females where I work at. I don't tell nobody where I work at. But you need to know where I work at. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care. I don't need the lunch that bad. You cash it at me. I can go order my own lunch. You don't need to bring it to me, because when things go bad, she's gonna be the one trying to get your shit fired. And I kind of feel like people try to get you fired. That's I kind of feel like that's you're kind of being a vessel of white supremacy. Because guess what? What they used to do was, back in the slavery days, they used to force you to work a job and not pay you now, right? But now that they got to pay you, now they want to try to make a reason to fire you, right? Because guess what? Your freedom is tied into your money, right? Everyone knows that. Everyone knows this. Read this. If you was a slider man back in the day, like in the Wild Wild West, yes, there were trials and people were getting hanged, and you can still face justice in the Wild Wild West and stuff like that. But it was a different time. But it was a little bit more prudent, and people were willing to even die and even get executed if it meant not letting a man cross them. In this case, a woman was not going to let another woman cross her. And I'm not saying that the McDonald's lady is wrong. But when it comes to people and their money, you definitely got to be careful when it comes to that. You got to tread lightly. People be thinking like shit won't happen. You don't know what someone's going through. You don't know what someone's going through. Matter of fact, so, I was on these, I was riding around in these Facebook streets, and I peeped that Dontre the Misfit had made a post on Facebook, and it was interesting. Hopefully you don't mind me sharing this, but hey, he posted that shit for the world. So, if he posting it, on Facebook, I figured I could post it here. Now, with that being said, what did it say? Once I find it, I just had it up and I clicked off of it by mistake, which was really goofy. Oh, wow. The devil's a lie. It's all good, because I'll just go to this page. But shit, he like me, he be having more than one page too. Oh man. That didn't work out like I thought. 17 else says, "Say, bro, I have been there as far as motherfuckers playing with my bread at a few jobs. I got stories. One job I had at HR Beach that couldn't stand me, and she claimed that she lost 2 of my paychecks. Yeah, see? Well, all you had to do is, here's the thing. Whenever someone tries, here's the thing. I wouldn't even get into arguing with anyone at my job who said that they couldn't find my check or anything like that. Here's the thing. I'm not fact, I even had that happen with my insurance company recently. I would say maybe like I had to renew my insurance like in January or something like that, right? So what I did was, here's the thing about money, y'all. Sometimes, see, insurance companies and credit card companies and debtors and people who make money off you, even like Netflix, they know you have more time. It'll probably take more time. They almost kind of feel like you don't have the time to really look over your bills. So sometimes you just can't pay for something just because you got to pay for it, right? But eventually, I think with my insurance, I got sick of that, right? I really got sick and tired of my insurance being too high. I have 2 vehicles, right? And it was like the insurance is just too high, for one car. I mean, I ain't gonna say I got the best driving record, but I definitely don't have the worst driving record either, right? So I'm like, yo, like, what's the deal? Like, why is it that, like, yo, like, why am I not like, I'm in my 40s, my insurance should still be pretty decent, shouldn't be that much money. So long story short is, I finally took the time out of, YouTubing and, working a 10-hour or 12-hour work day. I found time to start calling insurance companies and getting quotes. Long story short is, I found it, right? I found a good quote. And once I found a good quote, at that point, I was able to say, okay, all right, now that I got a good quote, let me just go with them. So long story short is, I ended up going with this insurance company, and everything was good. Long story short is, I wanted to cancel my old insurance company, and my old insurance company, they essentially, I guess, because they didn't want to let go of the policy, they basically, instead of canceling, they kept on just transferring to like different departments, I guess. So instead of, I guess maybe for their own, I don't know if it was for their stats that day or their figures, they didn't want to cancel it that day. So, I mean, it was kind of stupid because with insurance, you had to cancel it by the time someone else gets into insurance anyway. So either way, they was going to have to still give me my money. But I guess they decided that they were going to make it difficult for me. But me, I wasn't about to argue and complain about that or whatnot. Look, it's okay. What I just did was, I just made sure I called the Department of Insurance and made a formal complaint. And so
Find out right here, King.
And I told them exactly what the problem was. And I was like, hey, They don't want to cancel my policy. And guess what? The state got on their ass. Read this. And you can do that with your job. You can do that with your insurance company. And anyone talk about they're going to play with your money. You know, because there are regulations. Get on their ass. Yeah, I don't play that bullshit. Yeah, don't play with my money. Well, and here's the thing: people used to know back in the day not to play with people's money, because people know when people you play with people's money, someone could end up on, you know what I'm saying, end up not breathing anymore. But, you know, now because we live in a society where, you know, we live in an age where it's very super, super safe. And in the internet, people feel like they can say anything. And even in person, people feel like, you know, because there's police around and stuff like that, that nothing will not happen, that no one's going to do anything to you, or no one's going to stop you from doing something. But guess what? This girl was a small chick. She probably was like 5'3". She's not a big chick at all. I mean, technically, I think if she went one-on-one with the other chick probably would have beat her up. That's why she didn't go mano-a-mano with her. She came with a weapon. But yeah, man, long story short is, you know, you try not to get into certain things and it's not worth your job. But guess what? People get very emotional when it comes to their job because, you know, when they don't have their money, think about it. When you don't have no money, you feel powerless. Y'all all been broke before. You feel literally like powerless. You feel, look, especially as a man, but just imagine, oh shit. Doesn't imagine if you're a woman, a black woman who's been indoctrinated to think that, you know, you can do anything because you're a woman, and then you're realizing you got to sit up for a job at McDonald's. And you can be fucking stressed the fuck out, bro. You can be stressed out. Now, the 17th says it was at the end of that year, and I promised somebody I was staying with that I was gonna pay them. So I had to John Q that human resources office till they found my bread. Ah, shit. Hey, yo, I know that's right.
My nigga.
He said, what did he say? He said, damn, I lost track. He said, he said, I told them I wasn't leaving without my bread. You heard me? Facts. There was like 3 weeks at the end of the year, and I had just moved back to New Orleans, and I was financially up against it. Oh, yeah. You got to stand your ground. Like, at this point, y'all going to have to bring the law in here or something like that. Like, what you mean they ain't got money? Here's number two. And here's the thing. It's not so stupid when they talk about they can't find your paycheck. Because guess what? If you can't find a paycheck, okay, well, guess what? What's the check number? Oh, check number is 10,001. Guess what? Cancel 10,001. Here's check 2022. They could cut a new check. But guess what? She was just being a bitch. Let me ask a question, bro. She was a sister, wasn't she? Be honest. She was a sister. She was either sister or Karen, wasn't she? 17 says as far as why I didn't like telling people where I work, especially bras, is that the bras that was just recognition found out from my sister-in-law through her friend where I worked and called. Yep. Man, yo, I don't know if I told y'all before, but you know, after high school, I was working at Champ Sports. You feel me? And guess what? Some cats found out I worked at the job, and they went up to my manager and told him that I was stealing shoes. And what's crazy was I wasn't stealing shoes. But even if I was, let's just say I, hypothetically speaking, was doing some shit like that. Like, why would you go to my manager? Like, you know, you're trying to get me broke up, but guess what? Because I wasn't stealing, nothing happened. But granted, it still fucked up with my money. They still took me off the schedule for a couple of days just so that, you know, I guess they wanted to check the camera to see if I was doing some funny stuff or something. And, you know, once I got exonerated and cleared, you know, I came back to work, but still, it's just like that. They still hate that, you know, still granted, that's still money I could be using at that time. Yeah, I learned at a long age, you definitely don't want people to know where you work at, man. The only people who know where I work at is my coworkers. Now, 17 knows I never gave her my number. We barely know each other. So when she called, I had to figure out it was her, and the broad that I worked with in the class just handed the phone to me. Sheesh. Of course she was. She was 400 pounds, mad and bitter, and didn't want to do her job. Well, guess what? Human resources job, they don't really do much at human resources. I must have remembered. I must remind her of somebody. Of course. Of course. See, the thing is, a lot of these chicks got skeletons in their closet. They got all these bodies, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes they remind you of a guy that they liked. Yeah, and because I remember, I forgot what job I was working with. Because here's the thing, I ain't too good for nothing, yo. But I remember I got into it with some chick at one of my old jobs. And one of the things she said to our manager was, "Oh, he reminded me of my ex." So essentially, this chick basically was just hard up on some dick. And our manager was almost kind of throwing up, like it was kind of throwing it back, like, damn, like, I think she like you or something like that. Like, because why was that her response when y'all got into it? Like, because me and her, we got into it in front of other customers. And then my supervisor, my manager at the time stepped in. And she was a Spanish lady. And I ain't gonna lie. Real talk, I should have got my manager. Shit, I ain't have quitting that job anyway. But a matter of fact, what's crazy is, what's ironic? What's ironic is she ended up hiring my girlfriend at the time. Well, I would say like maybe 5 years later, she ended up hiring my girlfriend at the time. And she was always talk about me. And my ex, well, who was my girlfriend at the time, was hella jealous. But yeah, your boy, good, and his name is good in these streets. 17 says, I must have reminded that human resources part of a ninja that jugged her up and didn't answer her phone calls afterwards. She had no reason to dislike me immediately. Facts. Because think about it, here's another too. They kind of know. What you gonna do? Let's just say even you was a smasher. Like, what was gonna end up happening to it? Like, what was gonna happen? She's 400 pounds. Yeah, so she's not even good for herself, unfortunately. I hate to say that. I'm not saying necessarily she's big, that you ain't a good person. But 400 pounds, you might need some help for somebody. You might need some help for somebody else yourself. But it's not gonna be from my man. Well, not your man. Now, that being said, let's go back to this McDonald's lady. Because Dontre the Misfit, has a good article about this. So check this out. Hopefully y'all can see this. Now, he says, and I quote, the worst thing anyone can experience is a black woman in authority. Sheesh. Now he says, the black manager practice on this young lady is the same way that a lot of women do to men and children in the home. Provoke people to wrath. But in this particular case, she was unable to play the victim because she was slashed to unaliving.
Emotional damage.
Sheesh. So there go a picture of old girl. Here go the 6-time baby mama. And then here go the chick, the McDonald's slasher. Hey yo. What the first thing I noticed when I seen her? First thing I noticed when I seen her, I was like, she looked like Ronald McDonald her damn self, bro.
He ain't lying.
I was like, why she look like Ronald McDonald? Like, she did that on purpose. Like, then I was kind of like, I know damn well her job did not give her no beanie like that. I know her job did not give her no McDonald's jacket like that. Like, that shit that she bought on her own. This chick really enjoyed working at McDonald's, bro. Yo, she really enjoyed working at McDonald's, bro. Like, if you see some of these videos we're gonna play, She really enjoyed this McDonald's shit, man. Like McDonald's was really like her purpose at that time. Let's see what else he got to say. Oh, okay, here goes some videos, y'all.
Talking about people, gossiping about people. It's not funny, man. You know, nobody's perfect. Like putting negative energy in the air, talking about people, gossiping about people. It's not funny, man. You know, nobody's perfect. It's it happens. You know what I mean? Bringing all that in there and then playing game sense. You want to take our belt off and beat somebody? Y'all act like my kids in here. No, we ain't your kids. Respect us. Stop talking to us like that. But to get sent home 2 days in a row, man, and I came in on my off day to make up my time, and she still sends me home early, it's not funny.
Hey, yo, I tell you one thing though, this social media shit. Hey, that social media game remind me of the crack game, bro. It's getting dangerous out here, bro. Yo, for real, it's getting dangerous out here, y'all. Y'all gotta be very, 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 very careful.
Got to know exactly who you are. Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
And be careful, bro. Be careful. Because I bet you. And you know what's crazy? Like, I'm not saying the manager deserved to lose her life. No one deserves to lose their life in that capacity. But, you know, we have to kind of take light. We have to kind of say, we can't, we could say that she's wrong, because guess what? She's gonna have to serve, justice is gonna be served either way. But guess what? Justice is for the people who's alive. That woman is still dead. She's still no longer living anymore. She can never breathe again, right? So maybe people could take heed from this and maybe be a little bit nicer to people. You don't have to necessarily like people, because I'm not really big on liking people. But you could be, just because I don't like people. Here's the thing: as much as I don't like people, generally, I'm very great with people. On a personal level, or on a professional level. I know how to talk to people and stuff like that. Shit, I'm on YouTube. I could do that, but do I like to be all up in people's face and all that? Not necessarily, But hey, I know I can still be nice to people, to say the least. Now, let's see here. Oh, let's go show some more videos real quick before we go back to the chat, y'all. I might actually have some more videos myself. Oh, I sure do. But it's on my page, I think. Man, boss. I know, boss. I know, chef. I know, boss Neff had tagged me in it earlier. Where's it at? That's crazy. All right, y'all gotta give me a moment. Y'all gotta give me a moment. Oh, I know. I got some videos myself. My bad. I got some videos of this chick myself. But we're gonna talk about it a little bit more. We're gonna talk about this whole little situation about, mean bosses, because from what we are hearing, she was like a mean boss, or from what we're hearing from her. We ain't heard from testimony of other people yet, but from what we hear from a mean boss. But we're gonna hear from her kid's point of view for a second. I think there's a little bit of something on this situation here.
My mama was a good person. She was the best mom anybody could ever ask for. My mama, she woke up every day and went to work for us. For us. My mama died trying to take care of us. She died. She was so good to everybody. A hard-working woman. So kind. If anybody needed help, she would give you her last. Give you the shirt off her back. She did not deserve that at all.
How many kids does your mom?
6. All 6 of us. Me and my
5 girls
siblings.
and 1 boy.
My brother.
And she's aware that she took us from her.
We met everybody at McDonald's. My mama always shared with everybody that she loved her kids, showed them pictures of us. We would come up here. We met her co-workers. We met the lady and everything. I don't understand why she had to kill her. It was not fair. My mama didn't deserve that. My mama was even good to her. She was good to everybody. Everybody. I hate that she had to die alone in there. I hate that she had woke up trying to make money for me and my siblings and had to pass away just trying to work for us. It's not fair. It's not fair.
And you run from taking this woman away from her children, my sister. That is just sad.
You met us. You
met
saw
all her
all of us in there playing in there. You gave us stickers. You came and introduced yourself to us. Why take our mama from us? You knew we loved each other. You knew she was all that we had. No.
How old was your mom, if I could ask?
She was 39.
So she's young. Very young.
Single mother. Single. Our dad is incarcerated. So
What a
we
surprise.
got our aunties and my pastor. My mama is gone.
Yo, do this. I'm the one who be saying shit that's really uncomfortable to say, but I'm gonna say it right the fuck now. Yo, the same typical story. Oh, I'm a single mother. Oh, I did the best that I can. And all that bullshit, man. Man.
Oh. Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Silence, you funny fool! I've had it with your whining and bumbling.
Now, like, yo, we done heard it all for, you know, daddy incarcerated. No, really? Daddy incarcerated? I'm almost 100% sure. Here's another two. Our daddy? Who's daddy? How many daddies? See, look, you cannot convince me that all her 6 kids were with the same dude. I mean, maybe she was. I don't know. Maybe it's too early to judge her. But your daddy or your daddies are incarcerated. And that's the case. That means that your mom was already making bad decisions, whether or not she worked at the McDonald's to provide for you or not.
My mama was a good person.
Okay, she was probably a good person to you. Trust me. They are evil people. You know, even the little mustache man, you know, he was very mean to a lot of people, right? And very evil, right? But guess what? There are some people who've seen the other side of the mustache man. And guess what? They will say that he was not evil. But guess what? The world could argue and debate that, right? So just because someone was good to you, because you're the daughter, doesn't mean that, she was good to other people, in return. Now, 17 says, most women managers hate me, only a few have been good to me. Man, that's a trend for everybody, bro. You ain't the only one. You know what? Don't even take it personal. It's ingrained in them, bro. Especially when you give them authority. When you give them authority, that's what Dontre the Misfit was kind of mentioning in his article on Facebook. Like, You know, for some reason, like even says in the Bible that women should not usurp power over men, and that's the reason why. There's a reason why women are supposed to submit to our men, because it's not the natural order of things. And unfortunately, someone who's 5'1" should not talk. I truly believe that she should not respect you. And I've had jobs, where people have tried me, and like, here's another thing that I really can't stand at a job is when it's someone younger than me. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of why I don't see myself working for the workforce. Well, I would probably be working to the day I die, but I'll probably have to get into business for myself. Why? Because even if you own your own business, someone's gonna be your boss, right? But guess what? Yo, straight up and down, bro. Hey, look, straight up and down. I really do not appreciate when motherfuckers talk to me crazy and they're younger than me. That is a problem in itself. Because I'll be checking their ass for like, yo. And 45, I never knew I'll be at that age, but I tell people they need to respect their elders. Like, bitch, I'm your elder. Like, I'm older than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be talking to me any old way. And I don't give a fuck if you're the manager or supervisor or not. You can still tell me something. You can still tell me something or how to do something or what I should do and still be respectful. Don't talk to me like you fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? People tend to talk to you crazy, but talk to you just, let's say, fair when they are in the authority position. Now, 17 now says if you watch your boy's video about this, you will see she was researching demonic ish online before getting her Cordell Stewart at the manager. Well, yeah, I know. Look, I know the bitch is a weirdo. The bitch is a weirdo, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's supposed to be like Muslim, but she's apparently not. But yeah, she's definitely demonic. Yeah, but guess what? I gotta feel like someone's gonna some weirdo shit. I'm not gonna bother them. See, here's the thing. The thing is, we have to kind of admit to we're not giving this weirdo lady out, and we're not blaming the lady for getting the Shawshank Redemption. All I'm saying is that we have to kind of understand certain situations that we put ourselves in or should just avoid. That's all I'm saying. I think there's a video of her. Oh, here we go. Check this out, yo.
Nah, this stays at home though. I'm not gonna bring this to work because that wouldn't look right, I guess. Nah, this stays at home though. I'm not gonna bring this to work because that wouldn't look right, I guess.
Bruh. We're not advocating. What I'm saying, we here are not advocating for any violence or anyone or anything. But this chick, she's showing a trend. Like, she had red rum on her mind, bruh. And all she needed was just someone just needs to have to just ignite it. Yeah, there's videos of her arguing with like her boyfriend online and stuff like that, where she's like screaming all loud and stuff like that. I almost kind of feel like he was probably more in danger than the manager. But I don't know. 17 says I passively like almost everybody unless they give me a reason not to. I worked in customer service for 20 years. He says I had to take Jermaine Jackson approach to a lot of shit. Don't take him personal. Well, yeah, that's part of it. Yeah, you know what? That's easier said than done because you try not to take things personal. But then it's like, have you ever told somebody something, especially in customer service or anything that deals with, with people, right? Like, I'm not about to repeat myself more than once, bro. Like, okay, I can understand. Okay, You probably didn't hear what I said. So okay, I'll repeat it again. All right. Maybe you didn't understand what I said. Okay, fine. I'll repeat it again. But I'm about to go sit down here and have a roundabout conversation going around or repeat myself. I hate when you tell somebody something, right? And then they go ahead and question you about what the fuck you just said. Like if I tell you the address is 14358 Northwest Street, right? Oh, okay. All right. You should be like, okay, I have 14338 Street, Northwest Street, right? And then I'll just say, okay, or great, or that's correct, right? You're not gonna be like, oh, are you sure it's 1538 Northwest Street? What the fuck, nigga? Like, that's the shit I don't like. I don't like when people like try to try you or ask you stupid ass questions. They're asinine questions. If you got a second guess what the fuck I gotta say, then don't fucking ask me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's hard. It's easier said than done not to take it personal because sometimes people personally fucking insult you. Like, they're saying not to take it personal, but people are personally insulting you. Like, guess what? If it was your manager or your supervisor, or it was someone who was, you know, a different complexion, they probably wouldn't be asking us dumbass questions. So yeah, I don't take shit. So sometimes the managers have to be mean to some of these outline employees. I get that, but here's the thing. Nothing's wrong being stern or being, you know, what it is. But old girl had mentioned that old girl said that she was gonna take off her belt and beat her like she was their kids. You know, we can say that homegirl's demonic or whatever, but I almost kind of feel like that was the truth. I feel like that statement, like, do you think like she lied? Like, I mean, I know she deleted her, but do you think she lied about that part? That part, look, you know what? No. I've heard Black women say to even me that somebody or my mama should beat me with her belt or something like that. I've heard Black women say that. Your mama should beat you with a belt, or, you know what I'm saying? Or I should beat you, or something. Or I should beat you with a belt. I've heard that statement said by sisters to even me, you know what I'm saying, throughout my life, right? I've heard that before. I've heard people kind of come at you. That's really just sideways when they're in authority position, you know? So, yeah, you know, hey, get this. You can be mean to such a dominance, but when I'm equally as mean back, don't be mad. Because guess what? Yeah, you might be paying me, but guess what? I can always find another job. You know what I'm saying? I got to be able to look myself in the mirror every day. Now, something else is I've been on both sides of the coins. They be like that. Well, we are all villain in somebody's story. Right. I know I was definitely an asshole in a lot of people's story too. So, hey, nobody's a university liked. No. But I don't think, here's the thing. I don't think I necessarily, like, I don't think I'll ever actually, intentionally try to manage somebody's money. Now, 17 now says, when I was in the workforce, I really never had no young person talk crazy to me, and I'm glad they didn't. It wouldn't be ugly like Tyrone Hill. Well, here's the thing. Whether you was younger than me or older than me, I was still gonna fucking set it straight. I remember this Black woman basically fired me because she said I was too combative. They didn't fire me because the reason why they tried to let me go was, of course, was performance, because it was California. They had to have a sufficient reason to try to get you not to get unemployment, right? So they couldn't just say, "Oh, he was just being combative." Like, they couldn't go to the state of California and say, "Oh, we fired him because he was being combative." That don't even make no goddamn sense. But guess what? That was the thing these bitches fucking had to fucking said. When it came to when they basically essentially fired me. Oh shit! Dontre the Memphis come through. We was just we was just sharing your article, bruh. Said them Red Bulls give you wings. Please stop drinking them motherfuckers. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuel. You old girl is crazy, but Black women in authority will make you crash out. Yo, man, stop believing in fairy tales. KS, I don't know if you know this. KS was a cancer survivor, and it wasn't because of this why he passed away, bruh. Yo, real talk. I'm not gonna say too much about that discussion about Kevin Samuels, but there's a lot of little reasons why they could have got rid of Kevin Samuels. Think about it. Kevin Samuels was getting big, bro. He would have been mainstream. And guess what? They don't want the black community to get together. So whether KS didn't really make up this stuff that he was saying, and maybe he was using red pill points, and a lot of people say, oh, he wasn't really red pill, but guess what? He was shining light to it so much that his passing was very, 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 very suspect, though. Very, very suspicious. For real. But, hey, it's not like I drink these every day. I just dread them going when it's game time, you dig? So salute for that. But how cares? Trust me, it wasn't no Red Bull that made his ass survive.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
You're right. But yeah, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. But I try to drink almost a gallon of water a day. So I figure, and I've been cutting out soda. So, I know soda is very bad for your density of your bones and stuff like that. They say you take layers off your drinking when you drink soda. So if I have my little Red Bull, I think I'll be all right. Plus I drink a lot of water. Where's my water at? Well, I put my water in the fridge because it was getting a little warm. But yeah, man, I'll be just drinking juices and waters. I drink my little Red Bull at night because like I said, I try and stay off this soda stuff. You feel me? Because soda is very bad for you. But, little Red Bull. Sometimes your boy need some wings. You know what I'm saying? We've been rapping for about an hour and a half. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit, y'all. Come on, we got some few people in the building. We got some superstars coming through. I appreciate y'all. I was trying to do something, but I guess it ain't gonna really work like I thought it was gonna work. Oh, there it goes. Let's see here. Damn, how can I do this? Okay. Yeah, this show. I think I got some more video of the McDonald's chick. And then after that, we're gonna party and bullshit. All right, fine. You know what? I'm gonna go through all the chats. How about that? I'll go through all the chats. And once I go through all the chats, we'll talk about the rest of this stuff here. That sounds like a good idea. Okay. Damn, that was something I wanted to do, but I don't want to mess around while I'm on the show. Damn. Is there a way I can send that to myself? Let's see here. I'm going to try some old school Napster shit. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let me see. I don't want to interrupt the show, but I want to. Oh boy. Damn. All right. Let's just go to the subject. Let's go to the chats, man. All right. Time to stop playing. Sky Daddy said had to pop in the oh shit, the money mindset. Did you get the cash, big dog? Don't want YouTube cutting into your donations. What you did? What you did? Cash App? Oh, you cashed at me? Oh shit, let me check out the Cash App. See? Your boy be doing too much. Too much of this freestyling stuff. Cause your boy, I do set up a show, but all this is all freestyle. You feel me? Damn, let me check that out. You know, y'all know I got a Galaxy. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit! Sky Daddy came through with the $5 super chat. He said, "Right back, not cheating, big dog. Cook." Hey, I appreciate you, man. Hey, you know it's all good. You know, I appreciate that. Hey, sometimes I want you to get it too. But hey, you know, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the support. You know, it's ideal to show support to each other, so I appreciate that. Oh, y'all got a lot of little super chats. He says 14358 Northwest Street. No, but you know what I mean, though, right? You know, see, people be trying your face when he be saying some shit like motherfucker, you know, you heard, you know damn well what the hell I said to your ass. You know what I'm saying? But people want to go on like, you know what I'm saying? People, here's the thing, people like to get a rise out of you. That's why I keep on telling people all the time that I truly do not believe people are good. You know, and the truth is, you know, this dystopian society where nobody is mad at each other and everybody gets along will never happen. You know why? Because some people just like to have the one up on people. Some people just like, some people, if they give up on that, then they ain't gonna be able to, you know, like people don't want to give up on the fact that they could be evil and mean and stuff like that. Like, and you know, if you believe in the Most High, you know, and I really missed out on the money mindset. I knew I was missing something tonight, but I didn't know if he, you know, if he was gonna come on because he was, you know, flying out. But damn, I missed it. Oh, that money mindset. Well, you know what? Hey, I'm trying to be on my money mindset by trying to, you know what I'm saying, keep up with these, you know what I'm saying, keep y'all entertained. But anyway, let's keep on going. That's crazy. Anyway, fine. Let's just keep it going. Good boy doing too much. 17 No says, I didn't let anyone talk crazy to me at work. I nearly got into fights like 25 times with coworkers that were my age or older, but I have worked over 40 different places in my life. Man, I worked at so many places, bro, I can't keep up. Dante Thomas says, I hit bitches. Please don't threaten to whip me. Right, for real. Yeah, like, you ain't gonna disrespect me. Now, 17 No says, go watch the Cash Flow Harlem. Oh, shit. Go watch the Cash Flow Harlem video. Oh, shit. And in case you'll understand what I'm talking about. Also, I ain't saying that nobody's innocent in that exchange. Okay. Well, if I have the time, I'll try to check it out. You know, it's a little tough. It's a little tough. Sky Daddy 444 said KS was, you know, he was deleted by they. Sound like some New World Order type shit, bro.
You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
Yeah, he was trying to right the wrongs. Oh shit! And now Trader Misfit comes through on the YouTube. He said, "I have a homeboy that died from them motherfuckers. He was a night shift manager. He crystallized those valves that lead to your heart. He drank them every day. You're right. Shit, that's crazy. Now, Brandon Balky said it raises your blood pressure. Interesting. I might have to check that out. See what my doctor said about that. 17 L says, I ain't never just sided with the management. I've been fired from the grocery store for bad customer service. Only for a week later, my brother who worked there brought me a customer service award. Oh my God, bro. That's fucked up, bro.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Oh! Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Gotta know exactly who you are. Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay.
Now, that same store awarded me. Sheesh. Now, Sky Daddy 444 says, drink alkaline water, big dog, with lemon, eat electric foods with high pH and alkaline. Keep your levels low and Consistent mucus is the only disease. Man, I'm telling you, you and my brother, y'all motherfuckers, because we be talking about some shit like this all goddamn day. Because y'all be saying the same damn shit. For real. So yeah, man, I appreciate you for that.
My nigga.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I definitely need to stay away from cheese and dairy products. But every now and then, I'll be eating a little cereal every now and then, even though cereal is not even real food. Brandon Bucket said, "Good on you, Sky Daddy." Brandon Bucket said, some people are good." He said, "Appreciate it, Brandon Balky. All the glory to the Most High." Yo, salute. Now, of course, 17 Mil says Red Bull was far from what took Kevin Samuels out. The brother that was with him knows what really happened to him. They built KS only to take him out, martyr him like Tupac and Biggie. See? I mean, I believe there's a lot to that. There's a lot of truth to that. Sky Daddy 444 said, "You didn't miss much of money mindset, just credit card talk, and Jay Holmes trying to be the smartest ninja on earth." Hey, that means that's an ideal episode for me because you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I probably be, have y'all noticed for a vocal person, like, as vocal as I am on Coach's, Coach Greg Gavin's live streams or vocal on his vocals or even, vocal, on YouTube or whatever, on Facebook and shit on X, formerly known as Twitter. I'm very quiet when it comes to money mindset because I'm just there to learn. So I'm really just to soak up what everybody else is saying, and then I try to, see what could work for me. But I be listening, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That credit card is actually what I'm looking for because I'm trying to look into like upping my credit a little bit. Because here's the thing about my credit. My credit is not bad, but it's just not like, here's the thing. Having almost no credit is just almost as bad as having I don't want to say I have no credit, but I don't have that much credit. I think my problem is that, I need a little bit more things, in my name. Like, for example, my car is paid for, I don't have no big major credit cards or anything like that. But I think maybe that's what thing I need to do. I think maybe I need to bow down and really just get a credit card. I have a credit card, but maybe I need to get another credit card. And maybe I need to use a credit card that I already have more often to maybe build up my credit. Because, I'm kind of one of those persons like I have a credit card. Oh, I'm using for like, emergency rainy days. Because, rainy days is going to happen. And I still remember one of my big homies told me in like 2006, he said, always have some money just in case something that happened. Because, just in case, for bad times. Because guess what he said? One thing that will happen is bad times. He said, no matter what, it's not even about if, it's about then, when, because there will be bad times. So yeah, man. So that might be a good episode that I could watch before I go to sleep. Brandon's Body says, I like the Fallout show. I like that Fallout show. OMG. So the reason why I just came from New Orleans was I was in Dallas suburb and I was scared of white folks that was customers while not doing nothing. Oh shit. Buying this about said credit seems like a mistake. Man, but here's the thing. In this country, you kind of actually need credit. Look, unless you got cold hard cash, you definitely need credit. He said Coach got pissed at him for giving away the show before he got rolling. Oh, shit, for real? I gotta see that shit. He probably didn't mean it. He probably didn't mean it. He probably didn't mean it. So it just, I think that's something that. Here's the thing, Jay Holmes is very passionate about this damn credit stuff. You feel me? Brown is Balky say use debit. Man, I understand what you're saying, Brown is Balky, but here's the thing, bro. Credit is important in this country, man. I mean, ideally, yes, you would probably rather use debit. I totally understand that, and I've been kind of on that. But here's the thing, man. It's like, even if you do got $2,000, $3,000 to go buy something, do you really just want to spend that on that right then and there? you might be like, here's the, you might even, I mean, I know this is not what most people would do. You're almost better off taking that $2,000 and putting it into like a money market account and don't touch it, and just paying that $100 a month or whatever it is on your credit card or something. You feel me? Yeah, you know, make definitely more than the minimum payment, but man, credit is important, man. Unfortunately, credit is important. Unless you got like 50,000, 100,000, you a trust fund, baby. Man, credit is important, bro. Like, I know credit could be very bad and credit could be tough, especially like if you miss like a payment. You can miss a one punk ass payment and it could still drop your points down a lot, right? But man, look, beat this, y'all. Your boy Cali West, I'm saying like in the next few months, I'm trying to have y'all watch me. You know, not saying I could really do no fresh and fit shit. Like here's the thing. I don't have the ponies or the monies to go get a fucking crib off like a brickle or anything like that. But I would like y'all to see, you know, say me have like a nice little 2-bedroom like flat or 2-bedroom, you know, say some nice shit that I can show y'all off the fucking balcony, or maybe have like Miami for real in my background type shit. You can see the city or something like that. Like, I kind of want to live a little lavish in fact too. And guess what? There's only so much you can do with a debit card, even make a decent amount of money. You feel me? So credit is actually important, you know, especially when, you know, when you start wanting to look at a better apartment and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be that efficient nigga in an efficiency. I'm trying to be that efficient nigga in like a 2-bedroom type of flat, you know what I'm saying? Type of villa type shit, you feel me? Some fat type shit, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to have live streams and be able to walk around the whole place, you feel me? And, you know, and have this shit all kind of like digital and really get up crazy, you feel me? Your boy kind of limited in, you know what I'm saying, in this spot, you feel me? So this is things I'm just kind of thinking about, you know, living in a bed. Look, here's the thing, you can't really get like here's the thing, I could get another, I guess, better crib, but, you know, I don't want to do a lateral move. I want to be able to, like, you know, have a fat crib, shit, maybe lease a nice little BMW or, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. You feel me? And guess what? That shit costs money. Like, you know, it's like the last time I bought a fucking car new was like, I think the last time I bought a car brand new had to be at least about 10, 12 years ago, probably even more. Now, let's see here. Oh, Sky Daddy says debit cards, no protection, no points, no credit points. Right, exactly. Like, yeah, you know, you kind of want to make your money work for you. And that's essentially what the credit game is about too, right? You know, you got to make your money work for you. 17 then says, Brown is bulky. It is. Ish will end up effed up somehow. See? Well, see, I don't see. See, hey. See, Sky Daddy, he gets it, man. Like, you know, and, you know, I wish Monk Dan was here. He was part of the money mindset. He get it too. Man, yeah, man. Like, everything y'all saying is essentially what Cali West is doing anyway. Like, you know, like, trust me, I already got, like, you know what I'm saying, a spot, like, you know what I'm saying, that's not too expensive. Trust me, I already did the bohemian lifestyle shit, man. I'm trying to boss up, ninja. You feel me? So that's why I was like, I'm kind of want, you know, now I was like, okay, I don't have to start looking at credit cards. Just because I have $2,000 in my pocket, just because I can pull out a couple, you know what I'm saying, something. That don't mean I want to necessarily spend it on one time if I got to go buy some shit or I have an emergency, my transmission break or something like that. I don't want to take this little couple of $1,000 I got and fucking spend it right then and there. You feel me? There's things that people just need to think about. You feel me? Because when it rains, it pours. Finance Balky says, yeah, but you control that account. Yeah, you can control your credit too. Hey, repeat this. If you go check up on your parlay on your betting apps or with your bookie or, you know what I'm saying, checking with your plug, your weed man and all that shit and all that bullshit, or your girlfriend and all that, right? Why can't you build your credit? I'm just saying, like, why? Like, we could build up our dream team on NBA 2K, but we can't build our credit? Come on, man. We can control our hey man. Men are are basically a creation that was made after God. We can control our destinies, bro. To some degree, bro. Debit cards come with Velcro wires. Oh my God. Sheesh. Damn. That hurt. That hurt. Hey, that's one thing about us telling the truth here in the righteous sphere. Sometimes we catch inadvertent strays, even me. Sometimes I even get, even sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I say something, and sometimes I don't talk about myself.
It's an evil world we live in.
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Catching them strays, boy. Now, Bradis Bucky says, what is the bohemian lifestyle? Bohemian lifestyle essentially is kind of like, you know, you kind of live in like, you're like, you know, you kind of live in modest living, you know, kind of modest living, really like, you know, feng shui, you know, you have a lot but a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like for the most part, you know, what I'm really into is like, okay, for example, is like I'm into drift racing, you know. I got a G35, I got an Infinity that I race, you know, that I race around and stuff, you know. I have my hobbies. I'm a photographer. Shit. I'm a content creator, you dig? What else? Shoot, I do editing, you know. Shit. I work on cars and stuff like that. You know, but for the most part, if it can't really essentially clothe me or get me somewhere, I don't really care about it. Like, you know, other than that, and like I'm basically just computers, you feel me? Computers, tennis shoes, you know what I'm saying, 304s late at night. You know what I'm saying? You know, eat the same thing almost every day, you feel me? Whether it's expensive or not. You know, I could eat the same thing every day. You know, so I could order the same thing every day. You know, eat like what, 2 or 3 meals a day. You know, not fat. You know what I'm saying? Just the bohemian lifestyle. You feel me? Kind of on the, you know, kind of not really on the cheap, but you know, maybe a little bit on a frugal. You know, I guess cheap, little frugal, but not really. Like, you know, I could do it, but I don't. You know. I don't need that much type of deal, but now I'm getting older. I changed my mind. Man, now I want it all. And I ain't just talking about brand new socks and drawers, y'all. You feel me? Like, you know, sometimes as men, we got to dream big a little bit. Now, SkyDaddy444 says, I got some free ish all the time from my Amex card for stuff I was going to buy either way. Bumbaclot. Yo, that's what's up, my G. Whew.
My nigga.
He then says, not to mention my Sky Miles, just got to pay out the balance every month. I never paid an interest payment. Credit score 800 plus. See? Nicey. I know you ain't giving tax advice or giving credit advice, but see, that's a good tidbit. You're essentially saying that you pay more than your minimum payment. That way you don't have to get caught up on the interest. I didn't know you could build up your credit like that. I kind of thought that in order for you to build your credit, you have to kind of like play ball a little bit. I thought you had to kind of like pay the minimum payment. Interesting. Interesting. Brackus Balky says, I do tons of gambling. Ask me anything. All right. So that's what I'm saying. So you tell me you gamble, but you can't go ahead and take a risk on a credit card? You can't look over a statement and say, all right, I'm going to commit to this? I believe credit cards are easy to take care of. You just got to make sure you pay for it. Pay for it and try to stay away from maxing it out. And if you max it out, just make sure you make your payments. You feel me? The only reason I don't like about maxing the credit card out is the fact that you can't use a credit card anymore. But, you know, this is our mercy. You don't want to max out your credit card. But, you know, we need to kind of get out of this mind state of, oh, the credit card just for emergencies. What we need to do is put our money to the side for emergencies and use this damn credit. Because guess what? You could go tell the credit to go fuck off and to go take your motherfucking money and go to another country, bro. I mean, your credit, you're going to need your credit for another country too, but guess what? You probably going to need your money even more, right? A massive amount of man comes through. He says, salute to Cali West and everyone in the chat.
My nigga.
Now, Brian's mouth says sky mouths. I don't know what we refer to. Oh, that must be some type of app or something. I don't know. He said I didn't say any names of apps because I don't promote anyone I'm not getting any money with. I barely even say Red Bull either on the show either because they ain't paying me either. We said I only bet like $2. Oh man, scare money don't make no money, bruh. Come on, y'all. $2 on a bet? Come on, bruh. I mean, I know people can make their little money depending on their odds and stuff, man. Come on, man. Scare money don't make no money, bro. Come on, bro. See? That's what I'm saying. Come on, y'all. We got to dream big a little bit, bro. Let's dream big, y'all. I appreciate you for tuning in, bro. But come on, y'all. Let's dream big. Let's get a little bit more. Let's go. Let's reach for the stars. Let's reach for the stars and land on.
Let's go gambling.
Come on, y'all.
Oh yeah.
Come on, y'all. Let's do this. Simple is best, Sky Daddy says. Simple is best. The Most High is very simple. However, he don't want us to be broke. Damn. You hear that? Sky Daddy don't want us to be broke.
I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
That's what's up.
My nigga.
That's the Most High, man. God is good. God is great. Now, Sky Daddy 4444 says there's ways to build credit, revolving credit, installments, car payments, mortgage. Man, yeah, man. See, that's crazy that you say that you look up to me when it comes to this YouTube shit. I appreciate you shit. I look up to you on this life shit. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. Cause I want to have an 800 credit score. I mean, my credit was like 7 something at one point in time. But for some reason, I don't know why. For some reason, I need to check. I don't really have anything on my credit, but it definitely, for some reason, went down. But I remember I had like 700 something. Like I was getting a little happy. I was like, oh, she's going to the 800 club, but something happened. Something happened. Yeah, something happened. Now, anyway, Bonus Bucket said that's how they get you. Man, look, man. You know what I'm realizing? That sounds hella close. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. Excuse me.
Mike, see what you've done? I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are, but you may want to start changing your ways or changing your name.
You know this person? No, it's just so hilarious. People in Albuquerque, right?
It's an evil world we live in.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
I want to see what you look like under the mask. Like, why are you hiding your face?
I'm hiding my face for the same reason you're wearing makeup.
No way, boy. No way, boy.
No. No. Wait.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Oh, I love reading Rainbow. Butterfly in the sky. Come on. I can go twice as high.
Let's get it on.
Take a look.
Nigga. My nigga.
Reading Rainbow.
You think it's a game?
I can go anywhere.
Suck my dick. My nigga.
Ah.
Nigga.
Something's wrong with reading Rainbow.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that
Jammed it into there.
Jam and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
Mike, see what you've done? I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are, but you may want to start changing your ways or changing your name.
You know this person? No, it's just so hilarious. People in Albert.
Yeah, man, your boy Cali West. I'm sorry y'all for cutting the momentum about the show, but yo, man, y'all boys know I live. This is Cali West Miami show. But one thing about living in Florida, man, you gotta deal with the you gotta deal with not only with the elements, you gotta deal with the damn animals in this motherfucker, bruh. And I don't know if y'all can hear, but that frog sound, did y'all hear that frog? When I heard that shit, I was like, is this motherfucker in this motherfucker? It sounded like this shit was in here with me. Did y'all not hear that? Did y'all not hear that frog? So I just had to check. I just had to check my windows. I'm just saying, make sure the frog didn't get in here, no shit, because y'all gonna see your boy tear up the studio, bruh. Ninja, I thought there was a frog in here. You feel me? I mean, I was gonna have to try to catch it by hand, but frogs jump. So I was gonna have to try to get a bucket or something, but I was gonna have to try to catch him with my hand or something. But luckily, the frog is just next. He's like on my window sill, and my window's like it's cracked, but there's a screen on my window, so you can't get through the screen. But it's like that's why he's so damn loud. He sound like he in here with me. But I just had to make sure, y'all. So if y'all, you know what I'm saying, I really appreciate y'all still tuning in, y'all. You feel me? Now he said Pat Collins, and then OMG. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So yeah. So now let me ask you something. We still talking? Hey, it's been 2 hours, bro. Okay, we ain't gonna. Okay, let's talk about another situation. Have you ever had? I don't know for y'all dudes who got baby mama, but or a chick who y'all was dealing with, but let's just say she didn't understand her place. Well, I got a little situation to show where this chick goes to her baby dad's crib and she wants to basically meet the new woman. Check this out.
You just said you was using chicks to get you a car, bro. Remember that? Cool.
Hold up. Let me set this up. Let me set this up. Frog legs tonight. You know what? I had frog legs. They're not that nasty, but I don't like my meat that tender. Right? Like it's just a little too like I don't know. I don't like fatty. I don't like really fatty like kind of food. Like it tastes like chicken, but just too tender. Like I don't even like chicken tenders that much. If that makes sense. Like, I gotta feel like I'm not eating something that's not processed. I want frog legs, but for real. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was like, man, I'll grab that frog. You know what's so crazy? The other day I was in my kitchen, right? And one of those little albino lizards that be coming out at night was in my kitchen. So it tried to run, but I caught him. And instead of picking him up by his neck, I guess I just picked him up more by his torso. And he turned around and bit me. And dude, like I could feel that he's biting me, but like it wasn't that hard because it wasn't that much of a big lizard. But I could feel that this motherfucker was trying to like bite me. Like he was trying to hurt me. I'm like, this motherfucker bite me. I'm like, look at this nigga, like this nigga really trying to bite me. So when I went to the, I went outside and I tossed his ass into the fucking like a puddle of water. But this dude fucking bit me, bro. Who told his ass to be in my motherfucking kitchen? Sky Daddy 4444 says, hot sauce solves everything. Gotta bounce, big dog. Got an early morning. Keep cooking. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, once again, thank you for the $5 super chat.
My nigga.
Yeah. I'm gonna go tune in for that. I'm gonna party for another 30 minutes because yo, the righteous fear is real tonight, y'all. The righteous fear is real.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, man, we in here. So guess what? I got a whole bunch of little reels to go through. This might be at least a 2-hour and 30-minute show. You feel me? And I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. You know what I'm saying? On this Sunday night, you know what I'm saying? The late night church. I appreciate y'all, man. Everybody for tuning in, you know, the righteous fear. Once again, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you feeling this shit. You know what I'm saying? Come on, y'all. Jam City. Yeah, let's get it. Now, let's see here. Now, back to what we'll talk about. The baby mama drama. Check it. So essentially, I guess, you know, a woman goes to, you know, her baby daddy house and she tells him that, oh, his medicine is in her car. So he goes to get her medicine, right? To get her medicine from her car. But for some reason, she don't bring it out because she's trying to get in the house. It says, see what it says? Look how sneaky she is. It says, went to the car to check for her, son medicine. What is in my apartment? It says, what is in my apartment? What's in my apartment for her? Nothing, bruh. Nothing.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
If you got girls problems, I feel bad for you, son.
Okay, I'm not on bullshit. I just want to see who's been around my kids.
So you came back here for that?
I'm missing his medicine.
Okay, what's the medicine look like?
His only cough medicine.
Okay, so it's not, what color is it? It's in the red thing? The night and day?
It's not in there.
The night and day one?
Yeah.
It's in the inside.
No, it's not.
Where's the back of that?
In the car.
Okay, so go to your car, I can show you where it's at.
No, you don't need to show me. It's probably in there because I didn't see it.
It's not, because I didn't give him the medicine for that.
Bruh.
I'm confused on what you're scared of.
I'm not scared of nothing. I'm just trying to understand why you're here. It's no medicine for you.
It is medicine. I'm missing it.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
It's in your car. What is wrong
Why
with
you don't want to open the door?
It's not
I'm
about,
not gonna.
it's not about.
Now, yo, it's pretty obvious to me, and it could just be me. I could be, what's the word? I could be assuming. But this dude, he still sleeps with his baby mama. Maybe he's not sleeping with her now. Maybe he hasn't slept with her maybe in a little bit. But they have definitely bumped uglies. You feel me? I would say recent enough for the point that she's catching feelings that he got this new girl.
I'm just trying to understand why you're here. It's no medicine for you.
It is medicine. I'm missing it.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
It's in your car. What is wrong
Why
with
you don't want to open the door?
It's not
I'm
about.
not gonna.
It's not about.
This is a sick Negro.
You just lied.
You just said you was using chicks to get you a car, bro. Remember
Okay,
that?
cool. Watch out.
No.
Go ahead and leave.
No.
Get from in front of my. Go with the car. If I call the police.
You gonna call the police?
What is you in front of my door doing?
You're gonna call the police?
Yeah, I'm going to.
What you calling the police for?
Whoa there, buddy.
They was giving me hell in the comments talking about he should have went in the house
He the main problem. He this, he that. She came to my house trying to demand to meet my lady, right? I said no. You can meet her at another time. You don't run things over here. She had a fucking tantrum and tried to ruin her car and fight me. Come on now. Y'all gotta stop being enablers. Resume.
Emotional damage.
What did she say?
Y'all gotta stop being enablers.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
She said she'll fuck up her car. She's a bomb for assaulting me. And thankfully she remembered and left me the fuck alone. Wow. Or the hell alone. She's not scared. She has no problems with you. She has no problems with you. Weirdo. Yeah, man. When you start putting, me and my dog, and we used to be like, yo, we don't be giving these bitches the A+. When you give these girls the A+, when you give them that A+ dick, bruh, they're gonna act like this. I mean, shit, you already done had your baby, bruh. That's an emotional, biological connection, psychological connection that will never go away. And he definitely, you know what I'm saying? Mama definitely got smashed on. You know what I'm saying? Baby mama definitely getting smashed on by old boy. And it'd be like that. These were the toxic relationships that these girls be having. And Dr. Umar be trying to get you to still wipe these chicks up, bruh. Nasty work, bruh. Nasty work.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Better than this.
You don't find that suspicious?
You sound that's better than this.
Your dick, lick your ball, lick your ass, suck long way, good job, blow job, hand job, foot job, pussy job.
I'd buy that for $1.
It's better than this.
Hello, welcome, have room, have condom, have care, why, good, take care, do everything, fuck ass, fuck pussy, suck your dick, lick your ball, lick your ass, suck long way, good job, blow job, hand job, foot job, pussy job.
Sheesh.
A lot of women will not
they
like
love toxicity, y'all.
Because I'm about to expose
they love toxicity.
Dark secret.
Now, like I told y'all, these women love toxicity. That's why you even feel bad for them. Let's break down what Brother Man got to say.
Man, a lot of women will not like what I'm about to say because I'm about to expose a dirty, dark secret. If you are a man who has a woman who has a male best friend, 9 chances out of 10, you should not be trusting her. Because I'm that male best friend. I'm that male close friend. Her go-to guy, the one she can talk to about anything. I have a lot of female friends. A lot of them. Some are married. Some have fiancés. Some have been in long-term relationships. When I tell you I've cracked them all, I mean I've cracked them all except for one, and that's Bud. Me and Bud don't even think about getting on that level. But the rest of them, I've cracked them. We've done the most freakiest thing that you could ever think of. I got one homegirl, right? Every time her man go to sleep, she would hit me on my line, and she'd be like, what you doing? I'm like,
emotional damage.
I'm like, come on. She'd be like, what you want me to wear? I say, come with whatever you got on. Multiple times she done slid over her, bro, with a bathrobe on and some Crocs. Walk in the crib, we do what we do, she leave. A lot of times these women will parade me around their men, around their husband, acting like everything cool. And the funny part about it was all of their friends knew. Everybody else knew.
He ain't lying.
And a lot of y'all gonna say I was wrong for it, but at the time I was single. Ooh. And the funny part about it was all of their friends knew. Everybody else knew except for the guy. And a lot of y'all gonna say I was wrong for it, but at the time I was single. And I was just being a bachelor. Yeah, it was fine for what I was doing. I can admit that. But I did it. And it's a lot of other men who are doing the exact same thing. See, it's exciting to a woman when she brings the guy who was smashing her around her dude. It gives them a rush. It gives them a rush. It lets like they sneaking. They getting something off on their dude over his head. And he can't even tell because a lot of dudes like me will play that role to the T. All along, man, we knocking the Mario coins out your girl, out your wife. And a lot of my friends gonna be mad about me saying this. And a lot of they dudes gonna feel some type of way, right? But this is for my brothers. Because I don't want to see my brothers get made fools out of anymore. And I cut all that sexual stuff off of my friends. I cut it off because I knew as long as I continued to do what I was doing, I wasn't going to find the woman that I was looking for. So I had cut it off. And now it's still some to try, but ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing happening at all. But to my guys, to my brothers, if you have a woman who has a male best friend or a close friend, 9 chances out of 10, you shouldn't be trusting them. Because like I said, a guy like me might be her best friend. It is what it is, man. You can take it with a grain of salt. Stop playing the fool.
He ain't lying.
My nigga.
And you know what? He's telling the truth. I feel like everything was real, but you know what was really real? Was the fact that women like to know that they're getting over on you. They like to live on the edge. Like, for example, yes, a woman could go and just break up with you and cheat and then try to get back with you. But there'll be no fun in that. The fun is to try to do it under your nose. You know, there's women who go outside and sleep with men in the car while their boyfriend is in the house asleep. You feel me? These chicks are crazy, bro. These chicks are insane. Matter of fact, is there anything about that in here? I swear I got a video of a girl saying something like that. I swear I got a video of a chick saying something like that. But here goes some AI for you guys.
Be on vacation every weekend, but the ones with jobs can't afford it.
Because sucking dick don't come with PTO.
Yeah, that AI is getting trippy, y'all. For real. Damn. I feel like I got a video where a girl said something like she did some slimy shit like that to her dude. Like, talk about how she went and go smash somebody else while her dude was inside asleep or something like that. But you know what's ironic about that video, y'all? What's ironic is homeboy. He kind of mentioned the fact that when he was ready to be in a relationship, he knew he had to cut them off, bruh. That's ironic.
Emotional damage.
Like, go figure, the dude who'd been enabling the cheating, he knew that in order for him to go get a woman that he wanted, or the type of relationship he wanted, he knew he couldn't have no stragglers coming due to no deal. That is diabolical, bro. Diabolical, because that just goes to show it isn't so much that he was single. I mean, yeah, he was single. And look, one, he's single, and two, a man's going to be a man. That's actually why Islam has a lot of laws against men who are not family members around women, right? Because a man's going to do whatever a man's going to do, whether it's sleazy or not. With that being said, like, he knew that he was messing up their relationship, and he was still letting them smash. I mean, yeah, they might have hit him up. Yeah, they might have initiated. But guess what? The fact that he didn't say no, and he was messing with chicks who are married or got men and stuff like that, like, he essentially didn't really care about them either, because if you really care about them as a person, but here's the thing, that just goes to show that women and men truly can't be friends unless there's no sexual attraction. Remember how he said him and Bud never did like that? Bud probably not even attractive, or Bud ain't even attracted to her, attracted to him. But one of them both of them are not attracted to each other. That's the only time women and men can truly be friends. But guess what? Women and men cannot truly be friends, because if he was really her friend, he would have just went ahead and got with some other chicks and told her to not cheat on her man, even if it meant that she was going to go and get that itch scratched by somewhere else. He didn't have to be the one to take a part of it. Now, Sky Daddy 4444 mentioned about how, people should be a little bit more spiritual, or at least be a little more religious. I just believe that people should be they should have some aspect of morality. You feel me? Because guess what? He didn't have to go mess up with a chick who's supposed to be in a faithful relationship. He didn't have to go mess with them chicks. Mind you, he could have messed with plenty of chicks who truly don't have a man. But guess what? He wasn't truly their friends. Shit. To some degree, they wasn't truly his friend either. You feel me? Because, like the fact that they're learning a man, that speaks volumes about their character. And the fact that you are, quote unquote, their friends, says a lot about his character too. I mean, if you really want to go there, because we should actually go there. Because, the fact that he turned around and was like, okay, well, he didn't even go get with a chick who was just like, okay, you know what? I got hoes. He wanted a faithful and monogamous relationship. So he made sure he even cut off his stragglers, bro. Sheesh.
This is a sick Negro.
But hey, you know what? Do this. I guess that's a man. That's a man taking control, right? That's a man taking control. So at least he's doing the dictator, not being dictated to. So salute to him for that. So yeah, man. Once again, y'all, thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Y'all have a good night. I hope y'all enjoyed your weekend. Peace.